Good afternoon, YouTube. Welcome back to Fat Cat Collections. Today, we got another suit by CLOUDSTYLE, and this is their plaid modern three-piece suit. Price point on sale right now, $85. That does not include shipping, but if you order another one, anything over $99, you'll get free shipping. Sizes extra small all the way to 3XL. And purpose of the video today, again, to share this suit with you guys and give you guys an idea of what size you might order. So, what do I think about the quality of CLOUDSTYLE? Fantastic. Owned several suits over the years. Anywhere from the $100 price range all the way up to the $400 price range. And in all honesty, like anything else on planet Earth, you're going to get a lot of opinions on what's better. Ultimately, at the end of the day, the most important part of choosing a suit is getting a size that fits you properly and ultimately makes you feel comfortable in the suit. Now, this one here, warning. This is plaid, and I chose this one here because when I watched, I don't know if you guys have seen the show Ballers with The Rock, he wore some suits like this. Now, he's not the only one who wears plaid suits like this. I think Conor McGregor wore one. Keep in mind, Conor McGregor is wearing a suit that is custom tailored, and he's in fantastic shape. There's not an inch of fat on that dude, right? So, and same thing with The Rock. So just kind of keep that in mind. Anytime you have stripes that are not vertical, and if you have horizontal stripes or a pattern like this, if you are a bigger boy, it might emphasize areas of your body like your midsection in a not so becoming way, right? Again, doesn't mean you can't pull it off. We see lots of dudes who are big boys, big overweight guys rocking suits and look fantastic. So ultimately, it's all about how you wear it. But if you get a suit and you don't feel 100% comfortable in it, it's probably not the suit for you. Just something to think about. I happen to like this suit. Although they do say this is blue, I would say this kind of leans more towards a green. It's like a greenish seafoam blue. I wish I would have chose a blue, or not blue, a kind of a different color. I'm not sure why I chose this. I think I just had this idea in my head that was very similar to the suits worn by The Rock and Ballers. It is something I will wear, but it is more of a louder, more of a very noticeable suit. So, alright, so what do you get with this? You get the vest, you get the jacket, and of course the pants. Nice thing about CLOUDSTYLE suits is that their pants are actually elastic. So, I've said in my other videos, I'm not going to beat the horse dead. I'm going to make this video a little bit shorter because I don't think I need to word the same thing in multiple different ways. Elastic waistline, it's a hidden elastic. So even if you choose to wear this suit, whether you're big, small, whatever your size, and you wear it without a belt, people aren't going to look at you and think you're wearing elastic pants. It's a hidden waistline, and it's really great, and I love pants like this because you spend your hard-earned money on stuff. I've had suit pants I bought over the years, and even a couple suits that there's no way I can get into them at this age. You know, gaining an inch in your waist, that ruins a suit, right? Unless you have the material left in the suit to take them to a tailor and spend the money, then you look at how much is it going to cost to have a tailor do that. I don't know if you realize most people don't work for $15 an hour anymore, especially a tailor. So you might get your pants hemmed for 20 bucks, but they're not going to tailor a whole suit. So just kind of think about that. That's what's great about this brand. All their suits have the elastic waistline. You know, some folks might argue that's not classy. I think it's ridiculous. If you can't tell and it fits you comfortably, that's all that matters. And a lot of dudes out there don't feel comfortable in a suit. They feel restrictive. Remember, a suit is made to be worn and enjoyed and move around freely. And if you're wearing a suit that you just don't feel comfortable in, you may have the wrong size. Maybe the pants are too tight, but again, spending a lot of money on a suit, it's nice to have something for an occasion. A black suit is always going to be your safest bet, or a navy blue. You know, not everybody, depending on the job you have, not everybody's going to wear a suit all the time. And so wouldn't it be nice to order a suit that you know is going to fit you now and then years later if you gain an inch in the waistline or lose an inch in the waistline? So keep that in mind. Sizing guide, I'm going to leave it to you guys to look at the sizing guide and pick the size that fits you best. My only caution is just don't, if you were to ask this company, they probably would say, hey, for me, go with a large. Because they really don't want to have to deal with any kind of returns, is my opinion. I think always go with a size that based on the measurements is going to fit you a little snug. You can wear the jacket unbuttoned if you gain too much weight and can't button up anymore. But larger sizes, they just look baggy. It looks like you're wearing like your pops or your hand-me-down suit from your brother or something like that. So just kind of my opinions. Again, if you always want the best fit, go spend $1,000 and get a custom-made suit or a custom tailored suit, but for 85 bucks, today's prices, you really can't go wrong with this. So let's check it out. I'm not going to read you guys everything about it as far as materials. I encourage you to click the link in the description, see what it says about it, and make a decision on your own. They do take PayPal. They do take, looks like, I think they take, yeah, it looks like they do take credit card as well. And they do have a return policy, but you will be responsible for the return shipping. So kind of think about the suit you want to wear. One thing I would recommend doing, if you are in the market for buying one of these and you want to try them, if you don't know your jacket size, go into a Men's Warehouse and just, you know, I hate to say waste people's time, but go into a Men's Warehouse and say, hey, I'm thinking about getting a suit. Can you just kind of measure me and tell me what jacket? They might do that for free. I don't know if they do. Even if it costs you 20, 30 bucks, get your measurements. Go to a tailor. At least you'll have that. Then you can kind of cross-reference this with the sizing guide. But overall, what do you think? I think this suit's fantastic. Let's take a look at the pants. So I'm not going to show you guys the shoes today. I'm wearing just some Florsheim snakeskin shoes. All the pants do have to be hemmed, so that's why I chose to kind of leave this out of the video. With the holidays coming around, I just don't have the time to go down and have the tailor do it. And when I say tailor, I mean my mom. Thank God she does that for me. You know, we'll do this after the first of the year or something like that, and then I can go out. I can actually wear these. But for now, again, make sure no matter what suit you decide to buy, whether it's from CLOUDSTYLE or from any store, off the rack, whatever, make sure that you have the pants hemmed. Go pay somebody. If you don't have the money and you're really on a budget, go get some double stick hem tape and hem them. Nothing looks sloppier than pants that are too long, right? So what do you think? I think it's a good looking suit. Every suit's going to fit a little different. I wear mediums with this company, and most likely any company that order a off-the-rack suit like this. This one here fits me a little bit looser than the pinstripe black version and, of course, the navy blue. This one here I think fits me, I'd probably say the best. You know, I do like a snugger fit, but I would say that the vest on the other models is just a little bit snug. This just gives me a little bit extra breathing room. So I just have it with just a simple H&M button-up dress shirt with a clip-on tie. Believe it or not, I didn't feel like tying a tie for the video, so you can get an idea of what it looks like. But you can see it's a good-looking suit. The quality's there. The fit's there, and you really can't go wrong. I mean, for the price, it really is fantastic. Now, the suits that I chose, they probably have suits that don't have a sheen. Every one that I chose has a little bit of a sheen. That's kind of my style. I like the little bit of a flashy stuff. I absolutely love the way this looks. I'm not wearing a belt, and you can see that side shot here where you can't see the elastic. With the mediums, again, this is kind of the only, I'd say, complaint. Realistically, I probably would have liked to have gone with the small pants and then kind of had the elastic really kind of stretched. Where these are at, wearing without a belt, they're actually a little bit too large for me. They're just a little bit loose. So I'll wear a belt with all these suits and it won't be a problem. But generally, anytime that you get larger sizes, if you were to go and get a large, let's say you're a bigger boy and need a larger size, the pants are going to really start to be baggy. So I'd really try to err on the side of caution with going with anything too large. In my opinion, a suit's not supposed to be baggy. It's supposed to look like it fits you. That's why they have tailors out there. But again, if you know everybody's on a budget, you may not win. Maybe you have lots of money, but you just can't rationalize spending the money on a suit you're going to wear once or even twice per year. You know, this is a great option for you. Just hem the pants, right? So good looks. I probably would pair this up with something different than a black shirt. I just wore the black shirt because I'm reviewing all these suits today. I think the black just stands out a little too much. I think a nice baby blue shirt or maybe like a nice green would look great under this. I'll experiment at a later date. But you can see, great quality. Absolutely love the way it looks. I really can't say enough positive things about this company. I've had suits over the years back when I used to, you know, when I was 19, I bought suits, and some of them I just can't get into. The styles were different. I don't like the way the suits actually cut. These suits are more of a classic style suit. I don't think these are ever going to go out of style. They look good now. They'll look good later. Whereas some of those early 2000s, late 90s suits that I have, they just, you know, the ones that I particularly chose, they're just kind of it's a different style back in more of the R&B, you know, jagged edge days. That was more of the, I think, in those hip-hop times, and maybe even still today. For me, I like things to fit my body properly, and I just don't like suits that are larger. You know, generally, one thing I find annoying, if you choose a jacket that's not, that's a little bit too large, your shoulders, and depending on your body type, you may be broader than me, you may be a lot narrower than me. You know, I look at guys, I think in kind of my size, and I feel like they're a little bit narrower, right? And so you don't want to go with a jacket where your shoulder line or that stitch is actually over past your shoulders. You'll look like you're wearing a jacket that doesn't fit. So that's kind of the advantage to having a tailor. You may have the type of body, these suits don't fit you, it just don't look good. But really, for 85 bucks, I think that they're, if you choose the jacket carefully, I think you're going to be happy with them. So that's about it. I'm going to throw the jacket back early. I've still got the tag on this one here. I tell you, it's, I'll be honest with you folks, collaborating with this company, I really hope they collaborate some more with them. But one thing, I have not worn a suit in quite some time. And when I mentioned earlier about the suits I used to wear, every now and then I'll throw one on and it just doesn't fit me right. Like I said, the ones were either too big and wouldn't fit me in the waist, the coat's too big. Even some of the ones that I got, one of my shiny silver ones, it's actually like shark skin. Beautiful suit, got it at Kohl's, I think, but even that one, I mean, I got it at a time where I was about the same weight. I'm probably bigger, more muscle than I at that time. But, even that suit, it's like a 40 regular. It's just kind of like, it doesn't fit as nice as this. I just feel like it's more appropriate to have a suit fit you a little snug than baggier. I don't know. That's just my personal opinion. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think. But if I can help anyway, drop me a comment or drop me an email. I want to thank CLOUDSTYLE for the generosity. Again, check out their website. They have all kinds of stuff. Two-piece suits. I think you just buy pants individually. They have dress shirts, special deals, jackets and blazers. Definitely a company I want to work with again. I think that the quality for price, and when I say price, I don't mean it to sound like, well, it's okay for 85. Like, this is great for 400. I mean, there's no difference. This is what I make my comparison with watches. Like, you want to spend $99 for an incredible dive watch or spend $10,000. What are you actually paying for? Sure, gonna have differences, but at the end of the day, these suits look good, they feel good, and you can get a lot of bang for your buck. So thanks for watching, have a great day, and take care.